juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty backing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light swish.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like Cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Not just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Hey, 50 the money, 50 the money. Let's set a tone, fellas.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
William Jackson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Lining up for the ball. I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to happen.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up at 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Bengals 10, Jaguars 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. Breaks through the contact. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
C.J. Henderson.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Finding Green complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
For the field goal. A 40-yard.
And Bullock will put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Westbrook now on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Jaguars 14, Bengals 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Going deep for Eifert. He's got a man. Complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll fire one deep for West. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dede Westbrook. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Now Minshew. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9.
Bengals 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Green. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
At the line of scrimmage.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Jaguar first down.
They run it here with Thompson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on
and a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Minshew. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
At the 7-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. It goes as a gain of 26. First down, Cincinnati.
9-yard line.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
4 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew looking long for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Minshew will throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Burrow on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
It's a pickup.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, here's Burrow. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. 20, 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards on the ground. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
The game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? 18, Gator. 60 seconds. Come on. Watch the shot. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Fournette on the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Logan Wilson.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. And Eifert has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Touchdown,
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Pull it good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag. We gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. Going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
This is second nature, all is automatic. Instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit.